Washington.
This is Martin for here once again. Girl, this lighting is giving me heavenly gates. Realness. Yes. Anyways, what's going on? Ooh. Rue? You got hair flying around everywhere. Yeah, you. Looking at my dog, y'all. Okay. We are here. This is Boy Martin for here, if I didn't already say that. We are here to discuss Bad Girls Club, episode 3, season 14. So, this episode, in all honesty, was relatively boring up until the very end. And we're going to talk about that. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. It's going to lead into a separate discussion that I had with some friends that I was watching this with. So, yeah. So, this episode is mainly about the twins' birthday and all that shit. And I think I missed the first part of the episode. I came in when Jayla was sitting there running her mouth about, oh, well, I'm going to be a model, and, you know, I'm going to be this, and I want to go here, I want to go do that, I want to do that, I want to be in the entertainment industry, I want to do that. Girl. I mean, that's fine, but the way that she be talking, it really does sound like she's one of those people that just likes to hear herself talk. It's one thing to have confidence. I can't, knock anybody for that. But it's just like, oh, well, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to travel here, I'm going to do this, and bitch. Damn. Anywho. So and then another sub storyline of this particular episode is Kat and her girlfriend. So, apparently, Kat called her girlfriend and told her that she had a weird dream that her girlfriend was cheating on her and she felt some type of way. Now, in all honesty, if I were the girlfriend, I would be sort of pissed. I'd be like, are you really about to sit here and get mad at me for a dream? Something that's not even fucking reality? But you're going to be like, well, there had to be a reason I had the dream. Okay, what they got to do with me? I could dream that the whole world's going to blow up. Does that mean that that's going to happen? Like, really? Like, I was like, really, Kat? You're going to sit here and blame her? See, this is the thing. And she admitted this later on, that most of their issues and problems start because of her, something that she did. So she's probably thinking about all the stuff that she probably be doing, and thinking that that her girlfriend is doing the things that she probably be thinking about doing. So that's why she's guilty. That's why she tried to put the blame on her girlfriend, and that's fucked up, Kat. That's fucked up. But Lauren is feeling like confused in some sort of way about Kat, because every time that there's been like a rowdy argument or some, interesting activity going on in the house, Kat is somewhere in the background. Kat is somewhere asleep. Really, sometimes we forget that Kat is even in the motherfucking house. She's just cool, and she's just like, it's whatever. I'm trying to stay out of it. Which Lauren's kind of like, well, bitch, why are you here? If you're not going to do anything, like, why are you even here? Like, say something. Talk shit about somebody. Have an opinion. Be visible. So I'm like, I understand that. Which is, I get that. So, but next episode, she coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Don't let me start getting into my groove, y'all. Don't let me get into it. Where are we at, girl? So they sit there and had a discussion about, I think it was Tina, Jayla, Lauren. I think there was a fourth bitch there. Was there a fourth bitch there? Probably was Jasmine. I think it was Jasmine. Where they had a discussion about, how did they start off? Because they didn't start that way. How did they get to that point? Oh, they were talking about the twins getting, strippers for their birthday party. And she was like, I think the ad said they would be topless. And Lauren was like, I want to see everything. I want to see the tootie. I want to see the roots to the tootie. Like, she wanted to see everything. And she's like, well, I never, I wanted to see the vagina. I never seen another vagina before. I've only seen my own vagina. And I think it was Jasmine who said, well, we were all thinking, like, bitch, you're over to age of 21 and you've never seen a porn? You've never change the fucking diaper, bitch? Like, you literally never seen another vagina? Like, I want to compare it to mine. I want to compare tutors. That just sounds funny. Like, bitch, what? So, wait, did I talk about... Okay. So now they bring in the strippers. Those are some fine ass strippers. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to y'all because those strippers look good, okay? And the twins was acting like, oh, that's gross to try to, get with the stripper. Listen, I hadn't fucked with Lauren this entire time on the show, but me and Lauren was here with that one stripper, the one without the ponytail, and had the... Anyways, so, look, he looked nice, I'm just saying. And she was trying to get some. And, I couldn't even be mad at her. They was trying to... And see, now, Jay Lamina tried to be all, oh, high and mighty. Oh, she's being disgusting with these strippers. Yet, rewind back 5 seconds ago, she's sitting there twerking her ass in the stripper face. Bitch. Don't do it. But I don't think he actually stayed over. I think she was trying to stay over, and they was like, are we going to have to get paid more? Because we're going to have to get paid more if we're going to sleep over or whatever. And I think he just ended up, like, giving her a card and making out with her in the back patio before he left. I'm like, oh, okay, Lauren, shit. Look, why not? Why not? Shit, that's what they're there for pleasure and entertainment. But the twins was like, Lauren's trying to hook up with the stripper. It's like, you do you, girl, but that's just kind of nasty. I'm like, shit, whatever. So me and Lauren was there on that shit. I was there with you, bitch, for the first time and probably the last time. So they have a plan to try to rile Kat up, try to get her into more of a bad girl. Try to get her out this whole zombie mode. So they want to take her to the strip club. Now, this is something I hate to see on Bad Girls Club. When the girls, because the girls go to some sort of strip club at some point in the season. And these bitches with girlfriends always say, oh, if my girlfriend ever sees this, she's going to kill me. Bitch, you're on national television. I'm going to assume that you're going to, I guess, inform, like, hey, this happened months and months ago when we were taping this. So if you see this, I don't want you to think anything happened. Like, it just makes no sense to mention, oh, my girlfriend's going to kill me for seeing this, for doing this. Then why are you doing it in front of the world to see? I hate when they do that. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, let's see, where are we? So they're trying to get her to cheat, and the whole time that she's at the club, everybody else is trying to turn up. She's sitting there thinking about her damn girlfriend and his damn dream. I'm like, girl, you really gonna psych yourself out. Like, I feel like what I said before, a person like that just feels guilty because they know what they do. The other person probably doesn't even have any kind of history of doing that, but because they do that shit themselves, they think, oh, the other person's probably doing what they be doing. You can't blame the other person for that shit. But she gonna sit there and worry about it, and I'm just like, shit, that's your problem. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, girl, she probably ain't even doing nothing wrong, but you want to sit over there and trip. All right. So, I talked about the strippers. And we see a scene of Jayla. Jayla's sitting here lemon wedging the damn kitchen counter down. Like, she done mopped, she done cleaned up everything. And she done gone on this whole rant and tirade about everybody need to clean up this, that, and the fourth, and whatever. And all the rest of the girls kind of had this attitude like, she and my mama, I can clean up when I want to, this, that, and the fourth, and blah, blah, blah. Look, I understand that, she ain't your mama, she can't tell you what to do, but she did have a point. Like, if y'all sitting there, y'all just can't, just be completely junky the whole time. And at least, some things you can do to clean up a little bit. Like, I understand she's probably one of those neat freaks who just feels like OCD when stuff is just laying all around and she has to at least kind of put some order to it. So I understand that. No, she's not your mama, but like, when you have roommates, you kind of just have to establish some rules. Like, hey, y'all, come on. We supposed to be grown. Pick up after yourself. That's how I pretty much seen it. Like, everybody else is trying to make it seem like she did like a big deal. I'm like, she just trying to tell you that y'all trifling. Now, if you are not one of those people who are trifling or doing those things that she wasn't talking to you, but for those of you that are, mainly Lauren, it seemed like, then bitch, you trifling and you need to clean up after your goddamn self. So it's the next day, and I guess the twins are those type of people who celebrate their birthday the whole week. So they get these massages, these foot massages from these black men, and they talk about foot fetishes and whatnot. Let me tell you something. Me personally, I could never fathom a foot fetish. To me, I just associate a foot with fungus and just toe jam and just the dirt underneath the toe, and people's toes be throwing up gang signs and shit. And it's like, people get turned on by that. I mean, different stroke for different folks. I understand. But just me, when I think about a foot, like, just think about that word. When somebody says, like, close your eyes. Let's all do an experiment. We're going to close our eyes. And if somebody says, and something is referencing to a foot, what kind of image do you get? Nasty, you get, smelly. Like, I don't understand how somebody can be turned on or have a foot fetish. It's gross. It's disgusting. I can't get with it. But you know what? It is what it is for other folks. But so they talk about, oh, he can rub my feet and the rest of my body anywhere. I'm like, you hot ass bitch. They did look good though. I ain't even gonna lie, but they didn't look as good as the strippers. How you doing? So this is where the part of the episode that actually gets interesting. So, did this happen? What was the order that this happened in? I'm trying to remember. I'm going to do it in my own order. So the house has been in peace. But they're trying to figure out, okay, just how long is this shit going to last, bitch? So Jayla asked Lauren, does she have a nail file? She's like, no, I don't have one. And a lot of people want to say, well, all I said was, no, I don't have one. But I was with Jayla with this one. It's like, it's not even what you said, it's how you said it. You could say it like, no, I don't have one. Or you be like, no, I don't have one. Two different tones means two totally different things, in my opinion. Some people may disagree. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, because I feel like it's all in how you say it. Because you can say the same thing a different way and it mean a totally different thing, which is why I feel like some people prefer like texting or some people prefer talking on the phone rather than texting, because you could say some words in text and the way that people read it in their minds. Because if you're like me, when I text somebody, especially if I know the person really well, whenever I read their text, I read it in their voice. And so when you read something and you don't know the person that well to kind of know what they mean when they say something, you could take it completely different. So I understood where Jayla was coming from. Like, it's just how you say it. And you just said all types of wrong. And now they got Jayla all fired up and shit. And so they had like that didn't happen yet. Okay, so now another order. So she snapped at her enough, so now she's already kind of ready to fight and riled up. But then this is the kicker. So I believe they're coming back from the club, or they're, or something. And Lauren, I guess in the excitement, drops the N-word. And she drops it in the form of a song lyric. Now, me and my friends had a discussion about this. And it's just never, no matter how long, and even though it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, I just don't know how to feel about it. It's never going to be okay for a white person to say the word nigga around a black person. And no matter the circumstance, whether you meant it or not. And Lauren kind of made it a lot worse. She had the attitude that a lot of white people have when it comes to things that are offensive to other races, not just blacks. And she said, well, you know I didn't mean it that way, so there's no reason for you to even get all riled up about it. It ain't even always about what you meant, okay? It's still just the fact that that is a word that was, born of negative, used as a derogatory term against us from your ancestors, okay? So to hear that coming from you means something totally different than another African American to another African American. You see what I'm saying? And they say, well, if you don't want the word to be used, you stop using it yourself. But yeah, like I said, it's probably not going to happen. And the reason why is because us using it amongst each other doesn't have that historical, sting to it. But to hear it from you, even though you don't mean it that way, just because of the history of who you are and who I am, it's never going to be okay. It's just not. Blame your ancestors for it. It's just not. It's never going to be a word, or I don't see it ever being a word that white people can just use freely and it not be offensive. No matter how we use it, we could use it all day long, but if you use it, it's just going to always be different. It may not seem fair to you, but it's just the way that it is. And so that's pretty much how Jayla felt. Jayla was like, that's not cool. And even the other girls even was like, that's not cool. So they had a little sit down. This is when Jayla and Lauren had this little, what's it called? Indian style sit down, where she pretty much was like, look, you coming for me? He's like, I'm coming for you. Da, da, da. She was like, look, I hope you know that I'm coming for you. I'm glad that you're aware of this because I'm going to make your life a living hell. So this is when they started getting really up in each other's face, and then Jayla Mina pushed the shit out of Lauren. I think Lauren was dazed and she wasn't prepared for that. So she tried to get up, push Jayla back. Jayla did the swoop, swerve, bow, right in Lauren's face. Woo, Jayla got her good. She got her one good. She really did. But Lauren kept coming back, and like everybody said, she was screaming like a banshee and shit. I'm just like, girl. I mean, I'm surprised that they don't. I mean, somebody should be getting sent home. And apparently, next week, the twins get into a fight with Lauren, is it? Or I think it's Jazz. I can't remember now that I remember. But they got into a fight with somebody in the limo. I remember now that it was in the limo, but I can't remember who fought who. But all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but this season, surprisingly, is actually good. So far. And it's not a slow start like most of those other seasons have been. I'm impressed. I think they have all their characters, their whole little dynamic going. It's good. It's actually really good. So I'm, giving my claps to Oxygen for bringing together a cast that actually works. But I think I've pretty much covered everything in this particular episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Are you guys watching Bad Girls Club this season? I know everybody else, like Ashley and Scotty, and who else used to do reviews? I know Wesley's going to do his reviews, of course. But I think only me and Nika from the Ghetto View are doing season 14 reviews that I've seen thus far. And I think it's actually good. Ashley, if you're watching this, I think you should do some episodes every maybe blue moon, maybe. Because it's actually, better than season 12 when you were reviewing it before. But anyway, thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.